First thing I want to ask you as we open up is, it's homecoming week. You're on a 3-game win streak right now. You're going into a big game versus Lane College. What is the mindset right now trying to balance football and the festivities of the week?
Well, the festivities of the week, we like to think of it as we're the show. So people come out on Saturdays to see us play, and homecoming week is built around the game. And if you don't win the game, I mean, it kind of makes the homecoming So we're not really into the festivities. We're into the work and what we got to do to be successful on Saturday and, go out here and dominate a good Lane football team.
So I want to kind of take it back a little bit, starting from really week 2 for those who don't know. Stepping in for Jhaydon Adams, how has that transition been? And I want to touch specifically on the mindset approaching these football games. It's different when you're in the meeting room, you're in the film room, or on the practice field, and you're out there, you're trying to help give the calls, you're working with the checks at the line of scrimmage, but now you're the guy. Also with that, sharing duties with Christian Burks. Just what has the mindset been through it all, and how have you handled that?
Well, my mindset always going into it is prepare like you're the guy. Even if you're not the guy, you could be 4th string, 5th string. You might not have a chance to play. You never know. You could be one play away. You never know what could happen in a game. So you always prepare yourself like you're the guy, and it's always next man up. So when my number's called, I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point that you're making. I think even just with that, you, Jhaydon Adams, Christian Burks, the entire quarterback room brings a different dynamic when you're each in the game. And I think just to have that, a lot of teams, they just want one quarterback. Yeah. But looking at this Savannah State team, you guys have a lot of talented quarterbacks on this roster. And looking at your statistics right now through the season, 656 yards, extremely high completion percentage, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception. How do you do that? And is it the approach, or is it kind of that feel as you get more snaps in the football game?
It's a little bit of both. So one, coach puts a great game plan together each and every week, and we got playmakers on the outside. Brent, Day, Smoke. Our running backs, Pool. So it makes my job really easy, throwing them the ball, handing it off to them guys, and my preparation. So if I know what the defense is going to do before they do it, and I have those playmakers on the outside, like I just said, it kind of makes my job easy. I just got to go out there and give them the ball at the right time. So
going back to kind of like what I said at the beginning, starting 0-2, now at 4-3, a 3-game winning streak. This is the first time since 2021 that the Savannah State Tigers have been on a 3-game winning streak. And I think when you look at it, now you're kind of in that point in the season where you're getting into more conference play, but also hitting your stride offensively. And it's kind of natural to be hitting your stride offensively at this point in the season, because now you're extremely comfortable with the scheme. You're extremely comfortable with your playmakers. Like you said, you got Brent Carr on the outside. You got Day Mitchell, a lot of playmakers on this football team. So now with Coach Trist, how has that kind of maturation process been, gaining trust from him, gaining trust from the playmakers, and bringing a beautiful product on the field?
It's just that word you just said, trust. Building trust in everything we do, not just me and Brent and Day, but trust in my O-line to do their job. Our saying is do your 1/11th. There's 11 guys on the field. If you do your one job and you do it to the best of your ability, and I can trust you to do that one job, we're going to be successful. And just building that confidence within the offense and the team, it really goes a long way. We like to say keep building. So each day we like to keep building on what we did yesterday. Like this morning we had a good practice. We want to keep building on that. Tomorrow we can't rest on our laurels today. We got to go watch the film, go see what we did, what mistakes we made, and clean it up and keep building.
That's great. And honestly, the biggest goal that we all know is win the conference championship. And this team right now has a great shot at doing that. How do you think, with the success that you've seen offensively, I mean, 35 points against Clark Atlanta, 27 points last week, how do you think the offensive consistency, how does that make you guys a better team in general? Because this is a good defense that you're playing alongside, but now you come to practice in the group of quarterbacks, you guys are all making plays. So now it's a good offensive output, it's a good defensive output. How does that iron kind of sharpen the other iron? How does that make this team better?
It makes our team better because we're always competing, like you just said, we got a good offense and good defense. We're competing every day in practice, going at it, It gets a little heated now and every time. Now it's football, So us just competing and working off of each other, I feel like it comes out and shows in the game. And me personally, I say the best defense is a good offense, because if your defense is on the field, that means we're scoring points. So that means they get to rest and come back on the field energized, ready to go. So.
And the last question that I want to leave with today is, like I said, it's homecoming week. pep rallies, parades, different types of festivities all around the city of Savannah and especially on this campus. This will be the biggest crowd of the season, the biggest turnout that you will see during this season at Savannah State. What can we expect from Jhaydon Sullivan and this Savannah State Tigers football team?
You can expect a show, man. The guys are prepared. We're preparing hard for this week, and you can expect a show, man. A lot of people. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be an incredible atmosphere. I'm getting excited now. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. But yeah, that's what you can expect. An absolute show for sure.